Hello everybody. I have a journal to share with you. It's a mermaid journal. It's made from one of these 6x9 envelopes like this, and canvas. It's got two layers of canvas along the outside and glued to the inside of the envelope. It's one signature. It's got all kinds of fluff and mermaid stuff. So let's look at it. So the closure is sari silk with a mermaid on it. And this is a long sari silk because it's a chunky journal, but I imagine it may get chunkier. So that sari silk just wraps around. It's a couple different colors tied together. And the mermaid is just tied on and hanging on in case you do want to use something, do something else with her. And then the cover has burlap and inked cheesecloth and some inked tracing paper and a Mrs Cogs mermaid image, which I think is an Arthur Rackham. It looks like his style. I love this image. And it has a bulb pin and a homemade charm. There are several charms along the edges of the journal, along with lots of trim, so it looks all grungy and seaweedy. So here is baubles with a tiny sea turtle and baubles that look like bubbles and a dolphin and a sand dollar and a larger sea turtle and a little tiny fish and a sea star. So then what I do when I do these envelope journals is I keep both of the ends open as pockets, and these pockets have some postcards. This is one with seashells, and this one is an Ernst Haeckel, I think these are anemones. I did have to trim them a bit so that they would fit in the pocket. So those slide right into the end pockets. And this is Blue Fern Studio paper on the edges. So there's that first bubble. And this edge has a couple of different kinds of seaweedy trims. And here is another one of Mrs Cogs mermaid images. And I think this must also be Arthur Rackham. You guys probably know better than I. I love this set. And this is just a little card that has been decoupaged with, this is a Gorgonian and a sand dollar and an Ophiuroid sea star. And that's just held on with a paper clip. And this has got tea-dyed paper. I was going for grungy on this one. This is a hidden treasures tag. So you can stick things in both of these pockets. Oh, you know what? I should put my quotes in there. I'll get to that. And it has some trim, so it looks like the water's coming in. And underneath the inked tracing paper is a Tim Holtz Sea Star stamp. And I like this page too. This is that Blue Fern Studio, and you can see it has a compass rose right here. And it looks really watery, and I love it. And there's a bubble with a dolphin. And some more Mrs Cogs images. So this looks like two mer people swimming alongside someone else. And this is another Mrs Cogs card. This is just an extra one I tucked in here, but I think that's also Arthur Rackham. Let me know if you know, because I just love those images. And more grungy tea-stained paper. It's actually tea, so these are good for journaling, but they're not acid-free for photos. Oops, a little piece of paper. This is part of a National Geographic bottom of the ocean map. More grungy paper. And more Mrs Cogs images. This one is a tuck spot And tucked into the tuck spot are some more mermaid images from the Mrs Cogs kit. And some seaweedy trim. And a bubble bobble with a sand dollar. And on the other side of this page is a black and white image of mermaids listening to a fawn. And the tuck spot is also Mrs Cogs. And more tea stain papers. I don't know if you can tell, but there are two different kinds of grid paper. That's one size grid, and then this is another size. And this is more of that. This is the center, and this is more of the map. And gosh, I'm forgetting all these things. There will be charms on these centers. Sorry about that. Tea stain, tea stain, tea stained, tea stained, tea stained. Mrs Cogs, a decoupaged card, some nautilus and other seashells. And this, I liked this. This is some trim that looks very sea foamy, glittery. Can you see, I hope? Love that. And this is a sea turtle bubble bobble. And more journaling. And map. And this is a Mrs Cogs image, and this is a seahorse tag I made that has all kinds of, it has both glimmery and seaweedy bits to it, and the back is just inked. And then on this side is another tag with a lovely mermaid. Oh, and this one is the teeny tiny fish bubble bobble. I'm enjoying saying that word, by the way. And this is this is images. I can't remember if this is Mrs Cog or something else now. But this is actually adhered into the book. And another decoupage tag with a sea star, bubble bobble, and seaweedy trim. And that is the end. This will be listed in my Etsy store, hopefully today or tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.